Hi, so welcome everybody. My name is Sara Jane Abbott. I am the marketing director for the Evanston Chamber of Commerce. And what we're doing is we are doing water cooler chats, little interviews to check in with our members to see how they're doing. So today we have Katherine Gotsick. She's so awesome. So good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
I know. Running over, you're the executive director of the Main Dempster Mile. And so tell us a little bit, what's your office space, your workspace like? You're at CoLab, right?
No, I am at CoLab. I'm working at home mostly. This is my cat. I have not brought my cat to CoLab.
That's awesome.
Her name is Layla, and I actually adopted her from the Evanston Animal Shelter after I met her at the Evanston Animal Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And she is my companion during quarantine. So, and she frequently is on meetings like this. So you can see behind me, I am at home.
Yeah.
I've got lots of like plush stuff going on.
Nice. I love the fireplace.
Oh, I know. Actually, I just bought this condo in October, and I'm really happy that I'm quarantining here. It's really it's very homey. Like it's what I want, right? It's not like, yeah. So I have I actually got this amazing, let me show you this because it's been a lifesaver. So I have this little thing like this. It looks like this. And what it is basically it's a ball. It's like one of those, like the balls that you sit on, but it's not a ball. It's like you can put it, I have it on a bar stool.
Right.
And it just helps you do the same thing that it would if it was a ball. And that has been a huge help. I had
on your core and it works on all the stuff.
It's working the core, but I was also just like kind of sinking into one hip or the other and like starting to get like uncomfortable lower back and everything. And this has totally fixed that.
It's like a giant whoopee cushion though, really.
It does look like And it was a recommendation from Dr. Curry at Evanston Family Wellness and Chiropractic.
I love it. I miss going to my chiropractor. I got to get back to that. We got to get back to all of our things.
I've done an adjustment or two since we all started because it's like you got to go to you got to be well, right? So when I need it, I go.
I want to start going to chiropractic first with Maggie Smith because I was going to the city for the longest time, and now with all the change, I'm like, I just got to go local and switch all my stuff.
Yeah.
So I got to kind of start up new with her, but I told her.
Yeah, she's really interesting. She does like gentle touch stuff, I think, which I have yet to try. So so let me know how that is.
I will. So tell me a little bit what projects you're working on.
Well, since the COVID emergency happened, I have pivoted most of my projects, as many of us have. I have been, the work I'm doing, I feel like it's very meaningful. I represent over 260 businesses on the Main Dempster Mile, over 200 of which are independently owned by the person who I talk to. Like I'm very engaged with over 100 of them, and I've been helping. I've been doing everything from identifying or helping them actually walk through their PPP applications, doing kind of casework with people who need specific things. I've also been communicating with them frequently about the resources that they need in the moments that they need them. So at first it was access to capital, and now it's reopening guidelines. And there is a small business checklist for kind of COVID emergencies, and that's been my baby. It's less necessary now that kind of people are starting to get used to how things work right now. It's all going to change again though soon, right? As soon as we get to phase 3 and then phase 4 and then hopefully phase 5. But it's interesting to think about how things will be different in phase 5.
Right.
It's
going to look very different. I know we're very similar with the chamber. We're just really hyper focused on everybody's immediate needs, whether it's funding or support or ideas. I mean, all of our events And I know you're on the board, so you've been to a lot of our meetings too, but we're just really trying to figure out how, if they're going to pivot, what they're going to be working on. So.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Or like interesting new things to consider now about like street dining. Like, is
Right.
there the possibility of closing streets while I can't go in the restaurants, and how would that happen? And so lots to chew on.
Yeah.
You know, and because the things are the way they are politically, we're really left to kind of invent our own selves.
Yeah.
And there, without a ton of guidance, that's an interesting strategic exercise, but also just very different. So, all right, girlfriend, figure it out.
Really all of it. Thinking outside of the box. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a chance to come out differently, but think about things very, very methodically. So,
yeah, some of my business owners are like, I kind of like my new flexible schedule. How can I build this into my marketing plan? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, again, like the world's our oyster right now, which is both neat and daunting.
I know. So the last question we'd love to ask is, what do you do for the work-life balance? You've got that cute little fuzzy cat now that keeps you company. What do you do to keep your mindset in calm?
Well, my main thing is, long before I even took this job, I do improv, and we have continued doing shows virtually through this pandemic. I do almost all my shows with Chicago Comedy Sports, and every Friday and Saturday there's a match or two happening. We've even been able to, Comedy Sports is a franchise, so it actually, there's a holding company in Milwaukee, and then there are 35 of them, I think, around the world. And so we've been able, I'm playing Dallas or Richmond, like the team we're playing this week is from somewhere else, and it's so great to see them, and my parents who live in California are able to see the shows, which they wouldn't otherwise. My niece and nephew in California.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's good to have a little steam blow off on the weekends.
Yep.
Otherwise, my main self-calming exercise is walking to the mailbox. I've started writing a lot of letters. And so I have two mailboxes. I have one that's close by and I have one that's a little further. So I decided which one I'm going to walk to in order to get my air for the day.
Nice.
Go and send off some letters, and that's been neat too. And I get some in return, which is awesome.
That's awesome. Well, oh my God, thank you so much for sharing everything that's going on with you. I love touching base. And I know I'll see you in like probably a day or two at another meeting. So take care. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Stay safe. Love to your family.
Oh, thank you.